Hello. If you've ever worked in a reference desk, you know that the reference desk can be kind of an interesting place. You might sit there for a couple hours with no questions and suddenly get 10 in an hour that range from I need to know the meaning of life by next Thursday to I need to find this article for a class, or even I need to know where the bathroom is. According to McClure and Brevender, over the past 10 years, the number of reference transactions reported to the ARL by participating academic libraries has decreased by almost 50%. That's a lot. I mean, that's an insane number. And I think from this statistic alone, we can see that traditional reference services might not be the most beneficial for a library's budget or the student population it serves. So today I'm going to talk about alternatives to traditional reference services in the academic library. This issue of dwindling use really stood out to me as I visited APSU this semester. Ross Bowen, the reference librarian I interviewed, is actually looking into the same problem himself. He's looking into cutting the desk hours that are staffed by librarians in half, so I think he's cutting it from maybe 180 to 90 hours a week. He's also looking into implementing reference by appointment or a call button. He's actually going to be writing a paper on this, so look forward to that, I guess. One of these alternatives that can be used is switching exclusively to virtual references. Many librarians already use this, just not exclusively. Ask a Librarian is a common form. It can be successful because it's perceived as convenient and there's no wait to get your answer. Also, you can ask a question in your pajamas at midnight and get an answer, which I think is pretty cool. However, virtual reference if it's not perceived as convenient, it will flop. For example, if it's hard to find on the website, or it's too wordy in the instructions, or it's plagued by technical errors, it's just not going to work. Roving reference is another method that can be used. In this method, the librarian walks around library or even on the campus asking students if they need help. Some positives of this are approaching students who might not approach the reference desk otherwise. They might be a bit timid. And also being right there in the stacks, you can just lead students around while you're answering their question and actually show them to the sources rather than just telling them it's upstairs on the right. Also, getting out onto the campus, you might reach new students who actually wouldn't come to the library otherwise. However, some negatives of this are that it's harder to find reference staff if they're wandering around the stacks. So, maybe placing a call button at a desk might be helpful. And then also, if there's a lack of name tags or uniform used in the library, then a librarian walking up to students in the middle of the stacks and asking them if they need help with something might actually be perceived as kind of creepy. Another alternative that can be used is reference by appointment. It can be an excellent way to give more in-depth help, spend more time on a question with a student, and give students the undivided attention that they sometimes need. However, many students procrastinate. I mean, I'm included in that. And they don't want to wait for an appointment. So that can be kind of a negative side to it. Another more extreme measure that can be used is consolidating reference into another department, like circulation, kind of making it an all-in-one stop. There would still be a librarian answering more reference-minded questions. He or she just would be on call, and when an actual reference question was asked, be called over to the circulation desk. According to McClure and Brevender, this method is extremely beneficial because it cuts down on highly paid staff members answering stupid questions like, where's the bathroom? It still doesn't dissuade students from asking questions in person, and it frees up librarians' time to do other projects. So with this method, paraprofessionals or library assistants would answer those questions like, I need this specific book, or again, where's the bathroom, or where is this professor's office? But whenever they receive actual reference questions, they could call over a professional to deal with it. The success of many of these alternative services is going to be dependent on how well it is implemented, how into it the staff is into backing it up and trying something new, and implementing the right method for your patrons. For example, if you work in a college that has many poverty-stricken students, maybe chat services isn't the best for them because they're kind of part of the issue with the digital divide. They might actually benefit more from reference by appointment because that undivided attention can be given to them that maybe just can't be given during chat reference. That being said, it's very clear that there are many excellent methods that can be implemented instead of traditional reference services. In fact, traditional services can honestly be considered obsolete and a waste of money.